then you can come that way. So come off the end of 65, you go left. You turn how are you going to direct it?
Do what?
So Rebecca, what do you make of the team performance there?
Yeah, I think we played well. I think
it was scrappy in parts, but we played our own game and got with it.
And what do you make of your own individual performance?
I picked up an injury, so I wasn't very happy, but yeah.
Is it a serious injury?
No, just my calf felt a bit tight in the warm-up, so just came off a bit of precaution. So.
Do you think any of the players were standout individuals today?
I think our two centre-backs played very well, so Jenna got a goal in the end, but I think we played very safe at the back, so two centre-backs, Jenna and Walter.
Sophie Jones got a hat-trick today. What have you been making of her performances lately?
Sophie Jones is playing very well at the moment, yeah, very committed and yeah, showing how she can actually play.
And was it pleasing today to get a clean sheet?
Yeah, I'm sure Dan will be very, very pleased, so yeah, we've had a couple of clean sheets. So, yeah.
As a centre midfielder yourself, there was a nasty challenge on Laura Walker in like the 6th minute. What was your view of that challenge?
I think there was a few nasty challenges, and probably because of the level they play at, I reckon that's how they play, but we don't play like that, and it was a bit nasty. Yeah.
Do you think it deserved a red card?
No, probably not a red card, but if it kept going on, and it did happen again and again and again, but the referee did keep control of the game, I reckon.
Do you think the team was let off in the first half when there was the back pass intercepted?
Yeah, we was let off, and we do keep doing a few mistakes like that, but we got hold of the game in the end and we played well.
That win in the quarterfinals today means you're in the semi-finals. These were the holders of the cup last year. Is it pleasing to be the holders?
Well. Yeah, we was told at the start that these won the cup last year, so we're very pleased to knock them out.
And you're into the semis now. When you get to this stage, how hard is it to play not to worry about the final and getting there?
I think we just play each game as they come, and we've got a good team morale, so I reckon that'll be fine.
And finally next week back to the league.
Yeah.
Do you think it's good to have a cup run, like we've had a few games in the cup now, and then back to the league?
Yeah, to distract us away from the league a bit, and then have a few good games and get back in the league and play well.
So Ryan, 6-0 win there for Preston over Blackpool Wren Rovers, ladies. How's the performance for you?
I think first half was a little bit poor in places. I think that we didn't quite do the things we wanted to do. We said first 10 minutes they're going to come out really at us, and we wanted to make sure that we were ready for that. And then I think after that 10 minutes we dropped our tempo off, so we almost put the information on and sort of spun it round and worked it back on our disadvantage. But I think took a minute second half, and we progressed on from there. We went at half time and sort of spoke about the different things. We need to be more clinical with our chances. We need to make sure that we do the right things in the right places. If it does get too tight, can you get rid? Just your general stuff that we need to be doing in these types of games. They were up for it. We needed to make sure that we were up for it just as much.
And did any individuals stand out for you today?
Again, I think it's a great team performance. I think this game, I think you've got to give it to Sophie Jones again, hat-trick. We spoke about Sophie Jones at Newcastle, and we spoke about Sophie Jones a bit last week, and we spoke about Sophie Jones at Penwith.
At Leeds as well.
And I just think that Sophie Jones just displays the quality that she has. Glad we signed her, and she should be paying us with that signing and getting us goals and doing what she does best on the pitch.
And you mentioned the first half there. Do you believe as a assistant manager that it hasn't been as good as usual, because normally they come out firing and they sort of like sat back?
I don't know, I think it's hard when you come into a County Cup game and you're playing against lower opponents. City Wigan for example, they went into that game like Hartley, they were bottom, they were top, they were winning the league, they weren't, and and they went in and lost. So you always got to be careful with these games in terms of getting the balance right. It's one of those, they're not your toughest opponents, but they can be in certain areas if you're not careful. And I think, probably was a little bit disappointed that we didn't probably come out maybe as strong as we could have done. But on the other flip side of that, we've got to make sure that we're cautious in terms of not coming out, doing what we usually do, because we know that obviously first, 15 minutes in back, first 60 minutes they just absolutely pressed us, constantly. So, there's an advantage to that and a disadvantage to that. I think we got the balance right within that first 10 minutes.
And there was quite a meaty challenge in the first half, and then second view of the match analysis, it's really bad. What's your view of it from the sideline?
I actually seen it. I said to the referee about it at the time. The thing is, I don't really speak too much about referees because they do a good job, but they do get things wrong, and especially in women's football, get a lot of women things wrong in terms of, you know, what is a dangerous tackle and what isn't. If that was in a Premiership, that'd have been a red card. But because it's women's football, it's not. I don't understand the difference. You know, it's got to be one rule all the way throughout. But you know, if it wasn't for them, they won't be. You know, we won't have this game today. So we've just got to make sure that we do our bit and we carry on with our game. Laura got booked, you know, and that was partly because of, you know, getting a little chipping away at the referee, and eventually she got booked, and then she had to be careful then about what she was doing. So, you know, it shows you can't really say that much.
Did you think the team was let off the hook in the first half with that misplaced back pass? They hit the post from it as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think you know, credit to Dan. You know, kept another clean sheet for her today, which is a good thing. She stood up well. She didn't dive in, didn't commit. Just didn't let the attacker dictate what was going to happen, and you know, made a good save, and then the defenders got back in. But yeah, it was a lot of so we'll just have to take that and deal with it and move on to next week.
Rebecca Foster came off at half time. Yeah. Was that a tactical or injury?
It was more of an injury. She had a tight calf. Physio, she had a stretch and a massage before the game. Physio said that, you know, it is very tight, and she come up to me at half time and said, listen, you know, like, I'm really sore. So I just said, right, okay, made a substitution for Paige to come on, and credit to Paige, she come in the game and impacted straight away. So credit to them.
And are you in the semi-finals of the County Cup now? Is it going to be all guns blazing to make sure we get to the final?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I've said from the start, right from the start, you know, both these clubs we want to win. We will, but you know, today we could have quite a lot of opposition might have fielded a less strengthened team. We didn't. We fielded a strong team because we've, you know, staked our claim that we want to win these competitions. You know, we're there for the taking. It's up to us really now. I think there's only one or two teams, you know, who are in our league. The rest are low. So you know, hopefully we can, you know, punish the other side and play our game and get to the final and win that as well.
Now, when you get to this stage, as a player, they might get carried away. So, how, as coaching staff, can you make sure they're all focused on the semi-final and not looking ahead to get into the final?
I think as coaching staff, you always look to the final because you always have to think about, you know, contingency plans if stuff happens. But for the players, you know, it's all about the game each week. You know, we turn up, we play each game, we go to training, we focus on the game, and you know, you have to, as a coach, sort of get that in the head and not think about the week after. You know, that happens on the pitch. You know, today I brought a couple of players to rest them. You know, and that's because we're thinking about next week. You know, 2-0 up, you don't really want to be making sure that they're getting injured. So you know, bring them off, making sure that they're rest for next week. Yeah, just each game individually.
And finally, there's been a campaign recently called Save Our WPL. Can you explain a bit more to a P&E player what that's about?
I'm not particularly too sure on it myself, but from what I've gathered, the Premier League next year isn't going to be the Premier League. It's going to be called the Championship, and it's going to be three tiers of women's football. And all it's basically going to do is it's going to crush loads of clubs, bring them into 3 leagues, which is going to kill women's football because there's going to be no development. There's going to be no aspire to the top league because, you know, at the minute this is the top league. The players want to get in this league. And as far as I'm aware, it's a petition to save it and to say to the FA, you know, this is what we're about, this is what it does for you guys. If you guys pull it, then you're going to have this effect on it. And it's just generally making people aware. So I think if you type in Save Our Women's Premier League on Google, I think it'll give you on there a little bit more about it. But we have been contacted and we have been asked to sort of join in on that, so I think we probably will do. You know, because at the end of the day, I don't get paid for this. I'm here for the players and the players' development. So if it means that I have to sign a petition or anyone else sign a petition just so that the players can keep playing at a good standard,